Antalya, which is located on the Mediterranean coast, is a lovely city with enough to see and do. It's no coincidence that the Turkish Riviera is renowned as the Turquoise Coast. Antalya is sure to provide you with lifelong memories of a memorable trip. Whether you come for the lovely beaches, the wealth of historical attractions, or the magical waterfalls strewn across the countryside, exploring the city's historic center is a wonderful way to get to know it, and relaxing with a Turkish coffee while watching the world go by is a real treat. This fascinating city, dripping with history, will introduce you not only to modern-day Turkey, but also to the plethora of civilizations that have passed through this part of the world throughout the centuries. Whatever manner of holiday you're seeking for, this video of Antalya's best attractions can help you plan your trip. But first, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel videos. So, let's begin. 1. Kaleiçi. The ancient core of the city is strewn with charming old Ottoman homes as well as stunning Roman and Byzantine monuments and architecture. As a result, wandering about Kaleiçi is a true pleasure. Its maze-like alleyways are ideal for getting lost and simply taking in all of Antalya's sights and noises. There's a lot to see and do with so many restaurants, shops, and atmospheric cafes to choose from. There are also a lot of charming little art galleries to visit. Amazing architecture like the 18th century Tekeli Mehmet Paşa Mosque and the beautiful Kesik Minaret are interspersed amid the narrow lanes, while life centers around the lovely main square. Many visitors consider Kaleiçi to be the highlight of their journey. If you want to experience the exhilarating blend of current and traditional Turkish life, here is the place to go. 2. Old Harbour. Antalya's historic harbor, in the northwest corner of the Old Town, is a lovely collection of cafes and restaurants overlooking gently floating boats preparing to set sail on the Mediterranean. It's hard to believe this calm, pleasure-boating haven was once Antalya's major commercial core, yet it was, from the 2nd century until the mid-20th century, the city's principal port, providing trade and wealth to the city and surrounding region. You come here these days to watch the sun set over the sea while sipping coffee, or to board one of the excursion boats for a day tour focused on soaking up the sun, taking in the lush coastal vistas, and swimming in the Mediterranean Sea. From here, you can also take a boat trip and explore the nearby Turkish coastline. 3. Konyaalti Beach. This excellent pebble beach, located west of the city, spans for almost 7 kilometers and is a perfect place to go if you want to kick back and relax in the sun. If you are hungry, there are many of cafes, snack bars, and restaurants nearby, and the Antalya Beach Park, which is right behind it, has plenty of shady spots to escape the sun. Konyaalti Beach is the ideal spot for simply taking in the landscape while sunbathing by the shore, with the beautiful Beta Glari Mountains providing a lovely backdrop in the distance. If you want to get a little more active, go jet skiing or visit the Aqualand Water Park, which is only a short distance away. During the summer, both locals and visitors flock to this pebbly beach, which is more pebbly than sandy, where relaxing beach days are made simple with plenty of amenities. There are sun loungers with umbrellas for rent, adequate bathroom and shower facilities, and a palm-lined promenade behind the beach dotted with snack stores, cafes, and restaurants for when you feel hungry. 4. Aspendos. Aspendos is a sight to behold that must be seen to be believed. Although it is around 40 kilometers from Antalya, the trek is definitely worth it because of the breathtaking sight that awaits you. Aspendos' beautiful Roman theater, which was built in 155 AD and is one of Turkey's greatest tourist attractions, is exceptionally well preserved. Its massive entryway, set into the side of a hill, rises above you as you enter. The sheer enormity and magnitude of it is mind-boggling. This monument, which is approximately 100 meters in circumference and can seat 12,000 people, is praised for its unrivaled level of preservation. Every September, the Aspendos International Opera and Ballet Festival takes place there. Aside from the theater, there are a number of additional ruins to discover, including a basilica, an aqueduct, and an agora. The magnificent theater, which attracts visitors from all over the world, is without a doubt the undisputed highlight. 5. Termessos. Termessos is a beautiful ancient settlement perched on the hillside of Salimos mountain at an elevation of about 1,000 meters. Exploring the well-preserved antique structures and remains of Termessos is a magical experience, with amazing views over the surrounding area and the far-off Taurus Mountains. The colonnaded roadway and agora are only two of its many highlights. While Aspendos has the most tourism fame, Termessos, 34 kilometers northwest of Antalya, has the best atmosphere. The warlike Pisidians zealously preserved their independence from the mountain eyrie of Termessos, and neither the Greeks nor the Romans were able to subdue them. This ancient city's well-preserved ruins are strewn around a rocky mountainside with breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. If you wish to fully explore this place, wear sturdy shoes and bring plenty of drink. The colonnaded roadway and upper agora are particularly magnificent, but don't overlook the theater, which offers breathtaking views of the Taurus Mountains. 6. Hadrian's Gate. Hadrian's Gate is a wonderful monument that was created to honor the Roman Emperor Hadrian, who visited Antalya in 130 AD. It is both impressive and dramatic. The triumphal arch is in excellent condition and still serves as one of the primary entrances to the old Kaleiçi neighborhood. The three arches are flanked by pillars, and the ceiling within has some exquisite carvings to gaze up at on either side. Two historic towers frame Hadrian's Gate. While much of the city is still surrounded by historic defensive walls, Hadrian's Gate is the only remaining entrance gate. Tough defensive towers flank the gate on both sides, both of which have stood here in some form since Roman times. Examine the entablature above the arches, which has many of its original rosettes and lion heads on the frieze and cornice. 7. The Köprülü Canyon National Park, 90 kilometers northeast of Antalya, is one of the city's most popular day trip attractions for water enthusiasts and adrenaline junkies. The Köprülü River's green-blue water snakes through stunning and jagged high cliffs, making it one of Turkey's most popular white water rafting locations. Most visitors come here from Antalya for a half-day rafting tour. But if you want to go deeper into the park, there are lots of hiking trails and historic city remains to view. If you don't want to go into the water, but still want to see the canyon, there are riverside cafes with fantastic canyon views in the main village. Köprülü Canyon National Park is also easily accessible from side, 64 kilometers to the southeast. 8. The Duden Waterfalls, which are about 12 kilometers from the city center, are stunning to behold, and the group of them is a popular destination for both locals and tourists. The water comes from the Taurus Mountains and flows through the karst countryside around Antalya before crashing into the Mediterranean Sea at the lower Duden Waterfalls. While the lower falls are best viewed from a ship, the higher waterfalls, which are nestled in a picturesque little ravine, are a lovely sight for a picnic. You can actually go into a cave behind the waterfall, which is a fascinating experience as the water cascades down the cliff in front of you. A park has been built to assist you get the most out of this natural beauty, replete with children's playgrounds, panoramic terraces, and a zip line that crosses the river moments before it screams over the cliff. On a cruise departing from Antalya's historic harbor, you can see the falls from the water. 9. Perga, about 15 kilometers from Antalya, is a fascinating archaeological site that you must see. Pamphylia's former capital was constructed around 1000 BC, and there are a plethora of spectacular ruins to explore, including the stunning Roman theater, which is a highlight for many visitors. Perga has a wonderful chariot racing stadium for you to check out, in addition to the wide assortment of collapsing buildings, half-destroyed temples, and rotting columns that can be found everywhere. It used to be able to hold 15,000 spectators in its prime. Given how spectacular everything is, there are surprisingly few tourists, allowing you to take a step back in time and experience Perga in all its splendor. Perga was inhabited as early 1209 BCE, and in turn was ruled by the Persians, Athenians, Alexander the Great, the Seleucids, and then the Romans. 10. Hidirlik Tower. This squat 14-meter-high cylindrical tower on the edge of Kaleiçi Park, built in the 2nd century, looks down on Antalya's old harbor. No one knows for sure what it was used for, although it was most likely a watchtower or lighthouse above the busy harbor below. It's now a great place to watch the sunset or get that all-important panoramic view of the historic harbor. The park is ideal for picnicking and provides a calm, flower-filled respite from the city streets. Come here at dusk to promenade like the locals. If you need to rest after a day of sightseeing, there are several excellent cafes nearby.